Let's talk about digital marketing. The ground underneath our feet isn't just shifting anymore. It feels like it's experiencing a full on earthquake. There are these powerful new technologies that are completely rewriting the rulebook. So let's just dive right in and break down what's happening and what it really means for the future.
And that brings us to the big question right up front. Is your marketing strategy actually built for what's coming next? Because, understanding these changes isn't just about staying current. It's about staying competitive. It's about survival, really. The thing is, we're not just seeing one new trend pop up here and there. We're watching a bunch of them all converge at the same time. It really is like a whole new frontier has opened up. And all those old maps we used to use to connect with customers, well, they're pretty much becoming obsolete.
And this isn't just about one or two minor changes. We are talking about a full-scale transformation. You've got the incredible intelligence of AI, the sheer convenience of voice search, these immersive new worlds in AR and VR, and even the way we build trust is being re-engineered through things like blockchain and new privacy tech. It's a lot, and it's all happening at once.
All right, so let's start with the biggest game changer that's already reshaping everything: artificial intelligence. I mean, this has moved way beyond theory. This is the engine driving the smart revolution in marketing, like right now.
So, how is AI actually doing all this? Well, it kind of comes down to this really powerful three-step process. First, it just gobbles up and analyzes data on a scale we humans simply can't. Then, it uses all those patterns to create these hyper-personalized experiences for every single user. And finally, it automates all that repetitive work, which frees up marketing teams to actually, think big. And the result of all this? It's pretty incredible. We get predictive analytics that can literally forecast a customer's next move. We're seeing dynamic websites that change their content based on who's looking at them. And we all experience those e-commerce engines that recommend products with this uncanny, kind of spooky accuracy. That's all AI working behind the scenes. This quote just hits the nail on the head. For decades, marketing has relied on these broad, educated guesses. AI comes in and completely replaces that uncertainty with precise, data-driven predictions. It's a huge move from just intuition to actual intelligence. So if AI is the revolution that's happening now, where's it all leading us next? Well, all the signs are pointing to voice. This new and, let's be honest, much more natural conversation between brands and all of us. Now, just take a look at this number. By 2025, the projection is that more than half of all searches will be done by voice. That's not a small shift. That is a seismic event for anyone who relies on search engines to get found.
And here's why that number is so disruptive. It's because we don't talk the way we type. A text search is short, clipped keywords, right? Like best pizza near me. But a voice search, that's a complete conversational question. Hey, what is the best pizza place near me that's open right now? And that changes everything for how businesses need to show up online.
So the bottom line is your SEO strategy has to adapt, period. This means you've got to start optimizing for those longer, more conversational keywords. It means you should be aiming for those featured snippets in Google because that's often the single answer a voice assistant is going to read out loud. And of course, making sure your local and mobile game is absolutely flawless is more important than ever.
Okay, now AI and voice, they're not happening in some kind of vacuum. They're actually part of this wider set of trends on the horizon that are all influencing this new marketing world. So let's do a quick run through of a few others.
First up, data privacy is now front and center. I mean, with regulations like GDPR, the old ways of collecting data are just over. Building trust through transparency and consent, that isn't just a nice to have anymore, it's a requirement.
Next, we're seeing this amazing rise of augmented and virtual reality. And these technologies are moving way beyond just being gimmicks. They're creating these genuinely immersive experiences. Like you can virtually try on sneakers from your couch or tour a hotel room on the other side of the world before you even think about booking it. And of course, content marketing itself is also shifting. The demand for authenticity is driving two massive trends. First, the absolute dominance of short-form video, and second, the powerful strategy of using content made by actual users to build that real-world trust. And finally, consumers care more than ever about what a brand actually stands for. They're actively choosing companies that prioritize ethical, sustainable practices and are good at communicating the positive social impact they're making. They're voting with their wallets. So let's pull this all together. If there's one core message here, it's this. All of this technology, from AI all the way to AR, is ultimately about one thing and one thing only: making the customer experience better. Adapting to that reality is the absolute key to success.
So here it is. This is the Modern Marketer's Toolkit. It's all about using AI to get smarter insights, adapting your whole SEO strategy for a voice-first world, and building a foundation of trust through privacy. Then it's about engaging your customers with immersive content and finally connecting with them through shared values. These are the pillars of a future-proof strategy. The future isn't just coming. In so many ways, it's already here. So the only question left to ask is, which one of these powerful trends are you going to master first?